Hey, it's Podrixbut here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a tiny home speed build and it's been a while since I've done, well, any videos on this channel, let's be honest. But it's also a while since I've done any speed builds on this channel. I've really done a voiceover really, so this is strange for me right now. It's probably been, I did the Caliente makeover like a month ago, and that's probably like the last time I've done kind of a voiceover thing. I don't even know what the last build I did was. But it's down to mainly because I haven't really been playing The Sims a lot. I haven't really been playing games a lot, if I'm honest. I haven't really had time. I've just been going to work, coming home, watching TV and watching YouTube, and that's it really. I've barely played any games. I replayed Dragon Age Inquisition and I just managed to finish that before Mass Effect came out, and I have now of course been playing Mass Effect now that that's been out. I did actually do this build before Mass Effect came out because I thought Mass Effect were coming out on Friday at midnight. No, not on Steam. It's coming out Friday at 4 o'clock in UK time. So even though everyone on console got it at midnight, I'm not sure about people on Origin, but people on Steam didn't get it till like the equivalent of 4 PM British summertime. So I was like, oh right, I took a day off work and I can't even play it till 4 o'clock anyway. And then it took a whole hour after 4 o'clock to unpack the game, which kind of means essentially, because I preloaded it, that it took like another hour before I could even play it. So I didn't get to play it till 5 o'clock really. So while that was happening, I decided, right, because I've got a day off, I'll open The Sims and I'll build something. And I was feeling a little bit inspired mainly by SIMplee Tierra. If you've ever heard of her on YouTube, she does a lot of builds, but she also does a lot of tiny home builds. So I was like, right, I want to do a tiny home, and I don't think I'd properly done one. Excuse me, I just hiccuped. I don't think I've really done one since, I don't know, since we got the pack, since we got Tiny Living. So I thought what I'll do is challenge myself. I'll make an actual tiny home. So this is the middle tier. This is a tier 2 tiny home for 8 Sims. I thought, why not? Let's just stress myself out. And stress myself out, did I not? I did do this on Friday and it is now the following Wednesday, so I barely even remember doing this build. But I do remember having a stress with the roof. I think I cut that out from the editing of this video. I edited this video on the same day. I'm just now doing the voiceover. And yeah, so I was stressed with the roofing because I wanted like an interesting looking shape. And then it was like, well, you can't be interesting because you need to know how to roof to be interesting. And so yeah, I was struggling with that. I was struggling with window placements, and then I thought in my head, it's past the style. The style of this build is that they do not care if the stuff is front of the windows. Because it always used to bother me that things were in front of windows in this game. But then I think about how like a lot of things like in real life, people have stuff in front of windows all the time, and even like they even have beds in front of windows. Like, it's just, why do I hate it? It's such a pet peeve of mine in the game. But then I was like, you know what? It's part of the style of this home, which I'm not entirely sure what the style of this home is. It looks like a Tudor home inside. Inside, what am I about? It looks like a Tudor home outside. I did place this in Windenburg, so it kind of makes sense. But I wasn't like, oh, here I am. I'm playtesting. I didn't cut that out, did I? But I don't know about the inside. It's kind of rustic, is the best way to put it. I wouldn't know how else to describe it, but it's rustic, as you can see with the bathroom and the chairs and the beds. So I was like, right, I need to go for a more old-fashioned look, and we only have 2 bunk bed styles. This is the first time I've used bunk beds since we got them. It really just shows how much I've built in this game in the last month or so. It really just shows how much I've been in the game, really. I've barely touched it. But, I did have fun. Okay, I did have fun doing this. I'm kind of glad I did it before Mass Effect came out because, and since Mass Effect has come out, that's all I've done. That's all I've played. I may as well be a Mass Effect fan account on Twitter now because I've completely lost track with The Sims. I don't even know what's going on. I mean, we've got a new kit, the Oasis Springs, I don't even know what it's called now. See what I mean? I don't even know the name of the kit. I just know that it's out and that people are playing it. That's about all I know. We're getting a new game pack and expansion pack, and a lot of people have been theorising about it, but I haven't really been getting involved in it at all, really, but that's down to Mass Effect. This is what I'm like. I get obsessions, and like my obsessions will change very drastically. Like, of course, I'll always love The Sims, and I'll always play it, but then other things will take my attention away from The Sims, is like the best way to put it. Like, I of course work full time, so I only have a limited amount of time anyway. So I want to do what I'd like to do in that limited amount of time. So at the minute it's not The Sims. I don't want to play The Sims in that limited amount of time that I have to myself. I want to play Mass Effect and watch YouTube and watch TV and catch up with my TV, because at one point I had loads of stuff to watch. I literally had about 10 episodes of Walking Dead to watch. I was like, oh my word, how have I let this happen? I used to be well, like, not strict on myself, but I'm always a little bit, I get overwhelmed. So if I'm really behind on my subscription box on YouTube, I get stressed. I also have a watch later on YouTube, so if there's too many videos in there, I get stressed. I get stressed if I'm like 2 episodes behind on a series I'm watching. And by this I mean when they come out weekly and I watch them. I don't mean like when I'm binge watching stuff. So yeah, I had like 10 episodes of Walking Dead to watch. I've now got like 2 episodes of Walking Dead to watch. I've been keeping up with Handmaid's Tale. I'm really just giving you a TV update. But at least I kept up with Handmaid's Tale. That's a good thing. I didn't let that one get behind me. That was a bit strange. But yeah, back to the build. Excuse me. That's the bedroom, as you can see. Bloody hell. When I do a voiceover, you can tell I've not done one in a while because my throat's like, well, why are you talking for? Yeah, I decided here to change the brick because I was like, it looked really strange that they didn't have like the pillars, the borders, what is that word for the brown wooden thing on the on the building? I don't even know what they're called. Beams. I'd call them beams, but that's usually what you see on the ceiling. But I'm gonna call them beams, so you know what I'm on about. But yeah, I decided to change the stone to that. I just felt it matched better, didn't look as strange. I've used a lot of the paranormal curtains in this. I don't know, I just really like them. They're just really nice. I love paranormal curtains. I also love the paranormal... Excuse me. What is wrong with me? If you heard that burp, I'm sorry. But we're not professional here, and I'm not going to edit this out. Everyone knows I'm not going to. But anyway... But yeah, I like the paranormal settee as well. But I didn't use that here. I just used a little bench. So there's nothing really to do in this house. There's no computers or TVs. I wanted it to be really rustic. Kind of like the point where they're like, well, we don't have TVs and computers. I'm not saying like this house is set in the olden days or anything like that. It's just that they don't have computers and TVs. They have an art thing in the master bedroom and books. And a bookcase. So that's about all they have for fun around here. Obviously the toddlers have doll houses. One doll house, why did I say doll houses? And Mr. Blarfy. So this house is made for essentially a couple or maybe just one sim and 4 kids or teenagers and 2 toddlers. Obviously, if you ever wanted to download this for whatever reason, it will be on the gallery eventually. You can always change it to fit your family or whatever. But the good thing about this tiny home, obviously you will suffer with 8 sims and 1 bathroom, but you get all the perks, don't you? You get like the double relationships and skill gain in a tiny home. Also, I think it might be reduced bills on this tier as well. So, you know, I need to stop talking about tiers. I'm having like flashbacks to when we were all in tier systems in my country for the no virus. But yeah, you have 1 tile left over as well, so you can do whatever you want with that 1 tile. We are now working on the outside. I didn't do extensive landscaping or anything like that. There will be a moment as well where I'm just kind of like looking at the build. I was showing it to my boyfriend. I was like, oh my god, look what I've built. I've actually built something in The Sims. Oh my god, can you believe it? I've actually opened the game and built something. And he said, oh, it looks like it looks like you've done like university housing, like a Tudor home converted into university housing. And I went, oh right, so will these university students be sleeping in a toddler's bed? He went, oh, I didn't know, did I? He doesn't understand the game, so I'll let him off. But he did make me laugh that he said it looks like university housing. I was like, thanks for that input. So that was just my little tidbit. We've got a little pond here, very close to the house. I don't know if I'd feel a little bit nervous having the pond right next to my wall, but it's The Sims, so it doesn't really matter. There's no such thing as leaks. I mean, there's such thing as leaks in the Sims community, but there's no such thing as actual water leaks in the Sims game, so we're alright. Oh dear, you can tell I haven't done a voiceover in a while. I've kind of lost track of what I'm even talking about and what I've even said. Yeah, so landscaping. We've got the nice little mailbox that matches the wall. I thought was really sweet. I playtested most of this. I think it's fine. I will upload it to the gallery when I get on the game. Hopefully before this video's even out, and then you can download it if you want. I didn't know what to do on the side here. I was like, oh, what am I doing? The terrain, I can't do it. Some people do terrain and it looks so natural and right, and this did not. So I changed my mind. I was like, we are not doing terrain. We'll just do a little path, a little paved area outside, and that was it. I gave up with that one. And then I was trying to be authentic with the plant pots, but no. I decided no, we'll just keep them normal. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Oh yeah, this is where I'm explaining stuff. Yeah, you can see I'm literally explaining it to him. I was even telling him what a tiny home was and how you get like perks for living in a tiny home, because he didn't understand why I was trying to squeeze 8 Sims into a tiny house. So yeah, that's basically what that was. Me showing my boyfriend my build. I do that a lot. He's considering he doesn't like, well, it's not that he don't like the game, considering he doesn't understand the game, he's very supportive of my builds, even if they aren't that good. He's always like, oh yeah, that looks well good. I'm like, are you being genuine? Or are you just saying that? But yeah, so we got a little barbecue bit. I think we're nearing the end, so before I babble on for too long, because I usually do, I'll leave you to it. I'll leave you to the screenshots, or whatever I decide to do. I'm assuming it'll just be screenshots, as I want to play Mass Effect, so I probably won't do a tour. Yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new, want to see some more of my content. I've also started streaming. I don't know when my next stream will be, because I'm struggling this week, really, find time. But check me out on Twitch, I'm Podrixbut there as well. I'll hopefully be streaming again soon. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Dag dag!